Hi guys, welcome to this short tutorial video on how to play the drum beat to Hey Ya by Outkast. Now this can be quite a tricky beat if you've only been playing for a short amount of time, so remember to use the rewind button if you don't understand anything. Okay, so this pattern is made up of some 4/4 bars, 1 2/4 bar. Okay, now the basic pattern, what I'm going to do is I'll play the whole thing and then I'll break it down. So this is the sequence. Okay, now let me go over that. Now what we're going to do first of all is we're just going to do the bass and snare pattern. You probably notice there's quite a bit of syncopation there in the bass drum. So let me count the quavers or eighth notes out loud so you can hear how the bass drum and snare drum relate to the beat and the count. So the basic beat is like this: 1 and 2 and 3. So the snare drum is just on 2 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And the bass drum is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 4 and 2 3 and 4 and 2 3 and 4 and 2 3 and 4. So when we put those two together, we get this. Now then what we need to do is we need to try and add in the hi-hat. And with the hi-hat, you can play quarter notes. That's what's actually on the record. You may find that eighth notes might be easier, but it depends on how fast you're going to take the song with your band. So let me show you the quarter note version first. So just to remind you of what's happening here with the hands, that the right hand will go 1, okay, then we're going to add the bass drum in. 1 and 2 and what's tricky about that is your right foot, if you're right-handed and right-footed, will always be moving in a contrary motion to your right hand. 2, 3, 4, 2, together, together. So beat 1 is always together, and then the ands, the off beats, the bass drum's playing on its own there. Okay, let's try and put in the snare drum now. You may want to try eighth notes. So with you, to remind you of what eighth notes sound like, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay? So when you put eighth notes on the hi-hat, your bass drum is always going to go with the hi-hat. Okay, now that's the basic beat. You probably heard when I played the sequence at the beginning, there's a 2/4 bar in there. Okay, now the 2/4 bar is really easy because it's just bass drum and hi-hat on beat 1, snare drum and hi-hat on beat 2, and then you go back to the original groove, and then on the very last bar of the sequence you're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let me do the whole sequence again to remind you of how it goes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4 will coincide with the 3 claps that you hear on the record. So it goes 1, that bum, bum, that bum, bum, to bum, bum, to bum, bum, to bum, bum, to bum, 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 to bum, 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 bum. Okay, now let me play the whole sequence again. 1, 2. Okay. Now the actual recording, if you know the song, is actually quite a bit faster. So I'm just going to try it a little bit quicker. Try and play along with me if you can. Okay, a little bit faster still. Now I'm going to try and play along to just a portion of the song so you can hear how it actually fits.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, hopefully that was useful. If you need any help, feel free to send me a message or come and speak to me in the department, and I'm more than happy to explain or show you things. Okay, thanks very much.